Good morning, everyone. Please take a moment to look at the following cartoon as I read the following statement. Assessment in mathematics has a direct impact upon students' teaching and learning experience. What do you think this boy's face is trying to tell us? It is vital to understand why and how we as teachers assess students' mathematical understandings. The National Council of Teachers of Mathematics state that effective mathematics teaching requires an understanding of students' previous knowledge, what they essentially require to learn, how they learn best, and then challenge and support students to learn it well. So how do we ensure that assessment supports and reflects students' understanding of mathematics and furnishes valuable information to both teachers and students? The key to authentic assessment strategies is that they do not work in isolation. As Williams in 2006 reflects that students in the 21st century classroom are diverse in numerous ways. Each student is unique and therefore assessment strategies can place a direct impact on teaching and learning if it is not conducted in an authentic and harmonising way. Observations are beneficial in the fact that teachers and students have numerous opportunities to complete them. Maxwell in 2001 supports this statement as he believes that observations allows assessment to be more comprehensive, connected, contextualised, authentic and holistic. So what does this look like in a classroom? An example: during a foundation math lesson, students participate in 4 diverse rotations that consist of activities that compare, order and make correspondences between collections initially to 20. Rotations not only offer differentiation, but afford teachers to approach students individually or as a small group, ensuring assessment is more authentic and less intrusive for students. Observations are a fitting assessment tool during these rotations, and as they can be incidental or planned. Teachers record observations in 2 different types of methods. Written record examples consist of personal journals, sticky notes, checklists, observation sheets, or running or anecdotal records. Direct record examples see the teachers or students using video, audio recordings or photographs to observe. Observations are not limited to teachers, as students can observe themselves or others. These can provide valuable information as observations allow students to self-assess and provide diverse perspectives towards their own learning. A constructivist approach to assessment is portfolios. Churchill et al. In 2016 believed that portfolios create powerful ways to link curriculum and instruction with assessment, identify gaps in learning, and are inclusive and understand differentiation. Portfolios create a purpose of understanding to the strengths and weaknesses of individual students, provide evidence to make interpretations against learning purposes and outcomes, assess growth over time, propose future directions of learning, and provide key data to report to stakeholders such as parents. In conclusion, assessment should become part of the ongoing classroom culture rather than become an interruption. Rees et al. In 2012 state that assessment should be done for students, not done to students. The aim of any assessment fundamentally should be to improve learning and teaching, and when designed and administered correctly, an important part of using the results is equally significant. A common denominator reflected that assessment is to be an interactive process between students and teachers. Williams believes that none of these different kinds of assessment is in conflict with each other. Each represents an important part of the complex machine, providing information at the right level of idiosyncrasy for the unprecedented increases in students' achievement, benefiting both the individual and society as a whole. The Australian curriculum requires students in Year 3 to be able to represent money values in multiple ways and count the change required for simple transactions. In a lesson example, students are each given money to spend at a pretend shop in the classroom. Students record what they have spent by drawing the exact Australian currency they have used for their purchase, write in numerals how much it was, and then record what they have worked out how much change they are required, if any. These work samples, records, drawings, photographs, responses and writing samples can then be placed into individual portfolios, and children can reflect upon their work and be used to assess against the Australian curriculum outcomes. Churchill et al. In 2016 claimed that portfolios are regarded as highly compatible with the current assessment agendas, partially because their relatively authenticity. Portfolios incorporated an eclectic selection of data to map students' progress over time, making them reliable, fair and accurate, as well as enhancing communication amongst students, parents and teachers. If assessment was only taken from one perspective, imagine what the impact on learning and teaching would look like. Thank you.